An announcement today changes the process in which genders are put on driver's licenses in Arkansas. It also retracts a policy that's been in place since 2010.
Caroline Derby joining us live from the Capitol tonight after gathering a reaction and learning more. Caroline, walk us through this and how it affects people here in Arkansas.
Well, Bob and Laura, for 14 years, Arkansans could change their genders on their driver's licenses and IDs, essentially no questions asked. People could also put X down in place of male or female, but today's announcement retracts that, leaving some people concerned about the future for the community of people that this affects.
On paper, it looks like, oh, we're just going to change this. But it's so much more deeper than that.
Governor Sanders and the Department of Finance and Administration announced Tuesday drivers must have male or female on their license and reflect what is on their original or amended birth certificate. Also adding the gender-neutral marker X can't be used, changing a policy that was made in 2010.
The mental health, the safety, and the potential confusion around my outward identity versus my state-issued ID, that could really create some issues.
Joseph Johnson with Central Arkansas Pride says this change will directly affect the transgender, non-binary, and intersex community, potentially causing problems anywhere an ID has to be presented.
That individual has to live in their gender identity before going into the surgical procedure. This new policy prevents individuals from having the appropriate state-issued Arkansas IDs and documentation prior to that gender reassignment surgery.
Gender can still be changed on a birth certificate following a surgical procedure and subsequent court order, according to the Department of Health. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders says in a statement, quote, "This policy is just common sense. Only women give birth. Men shouldn't play women's sports, and there are only two genders. As long as I'm governor, Arkansas state government will not endorse nonsense," end quote. All driver's licenses and IDs that do have that X designation on them will be valid until they expire. Today's announcement will come into effect when it's time to renew those licenses. The Arkansas ACLU also weighing in on this. For their full statement, you can visit our website at KARK.com. Reporting live from the state capitol, I'm Caroline Derby, KARK 4 News.